Hi guys, welcome down to the Monday Night Golf Show. Here myself, Rick Shields, Peter Finch, and we are here at Quest Golf Studio here in Lytham. And we've got a very exciting tournament to cover.
Yep, so first World Golf Championship of the year, and we had a very familiar winner, and also one of the picks off the B4 show, because we are super knowledgeable and all that kind of stuff. It was Adam Scott, who had a very, very good last round to come from behind and to claim his second title in as many weeks.
Yeah, so it's great to see Adam Scott hitting some form, and at one point during the actual final round, there was 3 Masters champions all tied for the lead. Adam Scott was fighting off tough competition from Bubba Watson, Phil Mickelson, but the real story was how McIlroy really blew a 3-shot lead. McIlroy was 12 under going into the final round, and the winning score was 12 under. Couple of bogeys on the front 9, never capitalised on any chance on the back 9, and just dropped heavily down the leaderboard.
Yeah, just couldn't get it going. Just couldn't get it going on the final round.
And he played so incredibly well for the first 54 holes, trying his new putting style, left behind low right, which is quite intriguing.
Well, it certainly worked to begin with.
Well, he had the lowest puts on the first 2 rounds out of any player in the field, but then just couldn't hold the barn door on the actual last round, which meant that players could catch up. McIlroy needed to do a level par round, and he would have level par a little bit under would have helped.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it was a very tough course. 12 under par over 4 rounds for these guys. It's not exactly a massive score. So it was playing tough, and there was so many players hitting the ball in the water. And Adam Scott on the last got a little bit lucky on the last to actually not go in the water either. He took the shot on, tried to curve it around the palm tree to actually get on the green. And I suppose, fortune favours the brave, but it was lucky that he didn't go in the water.
A little bit of winning luck. He was blocked out by a palm tree, had to play a humongous fade / slice to get onto the green. And out of any of that Bermuda grass, that's really difficult to do. Often the club will turn over and turn the ball left. And it's exactly what Adam Scott did. He luckily got long and left and hit the bank on the other side of the water hazard, but stayed on dry land and managed to get an amazing up and down. Amazing up and down to post the clubhouse lead at 12 under, 1 shot ahead of Bubba Watson, and McIlroy had to hold his fairway shot from the middle of his second shot in the middle of the fairway. Obviously didn't do that. So it's great to see Adam Scott winning on back-to-back weeks. Obviously loads to talk about the length of putter he's been using, and it's certainly working, because as he hit the turn, he then made 4 consecutive birdies to take an outright lead, and then just really stamped on the accelerator to finish home really strong. And it is great to see Adam Scott winning again. He's moved up to 6th in the world ranking, and this is his 13th tour win now.
Yeah, I mean, it's we've been saying this for kind of a fair few weeks now, but this season is just shaping up to be one of the best that there's been in a long, long time.
It's going to be great.
So many amazing players up there. And the thing with Adam Scott, Adam Scott has, from a technical point of view, has had the best golf swing around for many, many years now. And it's just he's not quite been able to get over the line as much as he could do, documented putting problems. But, if he's comfortable within this new style and he keeps going, and he does tend to get on these little runs, and he does tend to string quite a few results together. So if he can keep it consistent.
And it's another win for the claw grip. People say I should switch. I'm not anymore. That is it.
Another win for Scotty Putter as well.
Scotty Putter, another win. There will be no what's in the bag, as you would imagine, because it's the same one as last week. So if you've not seen the what's in the bag, go and check it out in the link in the corner. And it's exactly the same clubs. It's interesting though. Look at the top 10. You've got Adam Scott, Bubba Watson, Danny Willett should not go without a mention. English player who's done incredibly well all season, and he came 3rd. Rory McIlroy, Phil Mickelson, Jimmy Walker, Ricky Fowler, all of the big names, even Paul Casey. All of the big names are up there. Jordan Spieth didn't hit form. He had an unusual ruling situation. Have you heard about this?
Yeah, like his friction.
Yeah, his putter. He finds when the greens get slick and too fast, his putter is sliding along the surface. So in practice, what he's been doing is wetting the bottom of the putter with either a towel or wetting his fingers and actually effectively licking the bottom of his putter. Quote.
We don't recommend this, kids, by the way.
So he wasn't sure if this was a legal thing to do. He asked the officials, and they didn't know what the legal thing to do was. It took them 5 holes to come back with an answer, and they just said, listen,
it was a split decision when they came back.
Don't do it. you know, at the moment, don't do it because we're not sure. They said you can legally wipe the bottom of a putter with a wet towel. That's perfectly legal to do. But whether you can actually lick the fingers and wet the bottom of the towel is still left unanswered.
I'm a bit mixed on this because I mean he is saying that okay, that's fine. This didn't seem to affect him last year. He misses a few putts going into this tournament, and then all of a sudden he's trying to find reasons for why that might be, and I think that's a bit odd. If you're catching the ground with your putter in your stroke,
it might not be that. It might be when he's setting up.
When he's setting up, when he's taking it away.
It might be when he's actually putting his putter down and it's like sliding. Either way, don't call him. Either way,
listen, I'm just
Jordan,
saying.
Do what you want.
I'm just saying, Spieth on the way down. He's had his moment in the sun.
His little tip.
Plummeting like a shooting star coming down to earth. He shines so brightly for a short space of time, but like all shooting stars,
take it back.
They're just going to burn out and they're going to crash.
Jordan, if you're watching them, I know you do. Get some
crater.
sandpaper. Rub the bottom of your putter, perfect. It will never slip again. So great tournament, really great to see. And talking about Jordan Spieth, the next event, the World Spa Championship. Is that what it's called? The actual championship?
Is it Valspar?
Oh, it's Valspar.
Valspar.
Jordan Spieth won it last year in a 3-man playoff with Patrick Reed and Sean O'Hare. So let's see if he comes back into some form for that. Stay tuned to the B4 show for our predictions of who's going to win that.
So popping over to the LPGA tour now, and we're over in Singapore.
Hello.
It'll be a lot warmer over in Singapore.
We're drinking coffee.
Probably still will be actually.
Lukewarm coffee, by the way.
Frappuccino. So it's the HSBC Championship over in Singapore, and we had a very happy winner. Hannah Yang, who had a very good celebration on the last. She danced her way across the green after holing a putt. I mean, she ended up winning by 4 shots. 4 shots. So she had a little bit of comfort on the last, but she still held a nice putt. And then a little bit of dance along. And I mean, it was a competition which was dominated by kind of the Asian players again, and they are so strong in the ladies' game at the moment, which is great. You know, in Asia, there's so many kind of young people trying to get into the game, and these kind of Asian players are really kind of leading the way for them. So it's an exciting time for that continent. If you're a fan of, say, American ladies golf, I think Stacey Lewis was the highest ranked American at 9th, and I think Brooke Henderson, Canadian, was up there. But, you know, the American ladies golf scene isn't as strong as it used to be, and you're kind of looking around kind of the American scene, and you've got, obviously, Stephanie Wee, who's still pretty young after breaking onto the scene at 2, whatever she did.
Michelle Wee.
What did I say? Stacey Wee.
Stephanie Wee.
Stephanie Wee. Yeah, Stephanie Wee. Michelle Wee. And then you've got kind of Lexi Thompson. But, you know, there's not that real undercurrent of young lady players kind of coming through, kind of breaking onto the scene at the moment.
I think with the domination of the Asian players, it's just going to make that so much harder. You go from First place, it was a 4-shot deficit, and then third shot, it was an 8-shot deficit. So second place was kind of sat with a 4-shot cushion either side. And even your players like Lydia Ko finished tied 15th, 12 shots off the lead. So quite a dominating victory, I would say.
And for European golf, I mean, you've got Susan Pettis and Sandra Gall, who's tied 9th and then tied 13th in that order. And then you're going down to tie 24th. And
Charlie Hull was tied 30th.
Yeah, so again, European golf needs to kind of pick up the pace as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So the LPGA are off to Phoenix, I believe, in 2 weeks' time, or 10 days it is from now. So I think that's 2 weeks' time.
It'd be nice to play golf over there at the moment.
It would. It'd be lovely. So the name on everybody's lips, though, this week was Master Taylor Crocier, who, incredibly, in the first opening golf shot at Tiger's kind of new project at Blue Jack National, the playground course, did this.
rather remarkably, I mean, for an inaugural shot of, I mean, it's the first shot on that course that anyone has ever hit, and he whacks it in the hole. And
it's too easy.
I mean, it was brilliant. I mean, the reaction of everyone. I mean,
Brilliant.
you could see he was absolutely buzzing. Tiger came over, gave him a big hug, and then probably wanted to take that hug back because he beat him, didn't he?
Yeah, his two playing partners, the Taylor and the young girl who played with Tiger, they both beat Tiger around this playground course. Now, we've looked a little bit into this playground course, and it does seem like a very fun golf course. Things like bunkers in the middle of the greens and massive undulations. No excuse. They still beat Tiger Woods, which is a cool thing to be able to say.
But at least Tiger's back swinging. At least
Yes.
at least he's competing again, even if it is with
Minors.
kids.
Yeah, so interesting kind of first shot, and it really did blow up on the internet this week. So well done, Taylor. And if you ever want to jump on the show, feel free, because you will be a future star, I am sure. Right, guys, so that's everything for the Monday Night Golf Show this week. We are now going to jump on your questions and answers. Me and Pete have got an incredibly busy week with 2 tournaments this week.
I know, like proper players. So we've got the Fairhaven Mantle Series, kind of Fairhaven Pro-Am tomorrow. So potentially one of the our open qualifying course.
I think it'll probably be our open qualifying course, fingers crossed.
And then we've got kind of Wednesday to, just to unwind and to practice and to, get on the European Tour truck, get massages and work out. And then on Thursday, we're at St Anne's Old Links, which is the final open qualifying venue from next year after?
2018.
2018. So obviously some good quality courses that we're playing this week, and it'd be good to see where our games are actually at.
Yeah, so stay tuned. We'll be doing summaries of the rounds as well, and we'll probably be doing little clips of our practice routines between now and the tournament. So stay tuned to both our channels. The best way to do that is subscribing to Quest, subscribe to myself, subscribe to Pete, and stay tuned for the Q&A. So I reckon today we're going to be inundated. The topic is anything goes. So let's see what happens. Guys, thanks for watching as always. It's been an awesome week. Well done to Adam Scott, and we shall see you next time.